You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Brittney Griner's sentence in Russia. She was convicted today and received a 9-year sentence in Russia. She pleaded guilty and self-admitted that she brought vape cartridges with cannabis oil into Russia, something that carries a very harsh sentence in that country, and it is Russian law. Now, we've covered this Brittney Griner thing since the very moment it broke that she was detained, and the one thing we have said, and we've been very steadfast on this, is that the more politicians speak, the more we believe they make Brittney Griner's cause worse. Plain and simple. They keep running their mouths, and I'm sorry, but there's no way in hell that does not further piss Vladimir Putin off. There's no way. The Russian ministry has come out and has stated, we don't care what American law is. American law is not Russian law. Okay, that's what we've been trying to say. All these politicians saying wrongfully detained doesn't mean anything to Russia. Okay, so now enter somebody that's made this worse, without a doubt. Joe Biden. That's right. President Joe Biden has come out and he's made an official statement on this, and I can't help but think it will further make this even more complicated and worse for Brittney Griner. Every statement like this is going to continue to piss off Russian officials. Biden denounces Russia's 9-year sentence for Brittney Griner as, quote, unacceptable. Like Russia cares. I mean, it's just crazy, but here we go. President Biden on Thursday called on Russia to release WNBA star Brittney Griner immediately, condemning a newly announced 9-year prison sentence for Griner as, quote, unacceptable. Quote, today, American citizen Brittney Griner received a prison sentence that is one more reminder of what the world already knew. Russia is wrongfully detaining Brittney, Biden said in a statement. Again, what she did was against Russian law, and she admitted to having done that. There's video of the customs search that happened with Brittney Griner. Quote, it's unacceptable, and I call on Russia to release her immediately so she can be with her wife, loved ones, friends, and teammates. Look, I appreciate that there's a whole faction of people that are missing Brittney Griner. I get that. It's just, I can't see that Russia cares. Okay? Russia came out, made a statement last week. I did a video where, plain and simple, they disagree with America's views on drugs. Things like marijuana. Regardless of how our country has gotten to the point of looking at cannabis, Russia does not see it that way. They labeled us drug addicts over here. Okay? And in fact, you can tell there is anger from Russia over how we view drugs and how we're viewing this situation. And Russia has been very vocal about the U.S. and people involved in this keeping their mouths shut and going through this process of trading a potential arms dealer, which Biden offered up, utterly ridiculous, against the wishes of the Department of Justice, offered up this dangerous criminal, which now Russia's called their bluff and is now wanting a convicted murderer out of Germany as part of the situation too. Joe Biden has done nothing but make this situation worse on Brittney Griner. Absolutely. Absolutely worse. With every syllable and word that comes out of his mouth, he makes it worse. Biden said his administration would continue its efforts to bring Griner and Paul Whelan, another American detained in Russia, back to the United States, quote, as soon as possible. White House officials have said they are in regular contact with Griner's family. A judge in Russia on Thursday sentenced Griner to 9 years in prison on charges that she illegally brought drugs into the country. Griner, a star in the WNBA and Olympic gold medalist, was detained for bringing vape cartridges with hashish oil into Russia in February. Griner pleaded guilty earlier this month, but insisted she did not intend to break the law. Well, you got to be more careful when you're going into a foreign country. While Griner's case has been high profile, it also rekindled interest in the detention of Whelan, who has been detained in Russia since 2018. That has been the only positive, is that this former Marine might actually get out of there on spying charges that he vehemently denies. He has been sentenced to 16 years in prison. The Biden administration has previously floated a potential prisoner swap in Griner and Whelan would be released in exchange for convicted Russian arms trafficker Victor Bout, something of which all of the people that spent so many years and so much time chasing him down has come out and said it's the worst idea in the history of bad ideas to go out there, offer this guy up, and trade him for a basketball player. You know, it's crazy. Biden is not making this any better on Brittney Griner. The NBA, the WNBA, is not making this any better. You know, LeBron James, all these other people that are running their mouth is only going to infuriate Russia even more. They've asked for a convicted murderer. Who knows what they ask for next? Before we know it, knowing the Biden administration, it'll be a 10-for-2 deal by the time this is over. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, this Griner 9-year conviction, not surprising in the least. The only thing surprising is it had a 10-year sentence, and they gave her 9 instead of 10. Maybe that's surprising. I don't know. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.